Hello humans, this is Random Visage and welcome to the Random channel. Today we're going to be continuing playing Untold. This is the part 2 of Untold. I really liked the first part. I enjoyed playing it, so I was like, you know what, might as well play this. Unfortunately, I cannot record the audio on my phone, so if you can hear this, I'm bringing it close to my mic. Yeah, that's the sort of audio that usually plays as I play it, but I can't record it for some reason. So unfortunate, but whatever. So last time we were at the camp across the bridge where a guy was dying, so we killed him so that he doesn't have to suffer or whatever. And now we are going to continue following the footprints. I'm guessing of the people who killed this guy. I don't think that's a good idea, but I don't think I can do anything else. I think I can. If I tap here, it would just go back. I've just committed to this path, so I'm thinking, might as well just finish this until I die or whatever, and then I'm going to go back towards the beach and go the other way. As you can see, there's a line to the bottom of it, so that should be the western quarters or whatever. Listen to this music, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't record it. I don't know what the fuck is the reason for it. I'll look into it next time, but whatever. So let's follow the footprints again. Picturesque. Bloodstained footprints lead to another path through the forest. Forging ahead, you are faced with increasingly rugged terrain. Forced to constantly walk uphill, you lose yourself on the northern highlands, now obscured by the veil of night. Yeah, I mean, when you go to hike or whatever, or go up a mountain, and we have roads and everything built, hiking paths and everything, and even then it's like so energy consuming. And if you are doing this on just a terrain like this, that would be really difficult with no pathways up to a mountain. I don't even know how, like, mountaineers, they gotta be like really fit to be doing what they're doing, because it's very difficult and energy consuming. Your muscles are just screaming at you, and there's just no way to you can't just sit down in the middle of a climb. Whatever. The bloodstained footprint. Yeah, I already read this. Forced to work on. So someone is walking barefooted, I'm guessing. Keep moving. Your eyes adjust to the merciful darkness of spring. The full moon provides further assistance. The owls remind you that one is never truly alone in the forest. Despite the fact that you are left with neither path nor footprints to follow, you refuse to give up. Explore the forest hills. Rising above the others, a dark hill looms in the distance. The tranquility of the forest is disrupted by the ancient clang of war. Echoes of clashing metal ring out from the summit, marking the onset of battle approach. I don't think it's a good idea to get in between a battle. I don't think I have much skill in fighting. But okay. Merely brief eruption of violence, it seems. The echoes fade into silence when you reach your destination. Ascend the hill. A trail of dead bodies guide your ascent. Disarmed, mutilated, their pale apparitions were uncanny. Whoever these people were, they show no similarities with the other forest dwellers. Examine the corpses. The faces are concealed by wooden masks elaborately sculpted to resemble the beaks of raven. Ooh, that's interesting. They're like whatever they're called, witch doctors or whatever they're called. The plague guys, they always make really creepy ones. The raven masks, they look really good, like doctors or disinfecting people or whatever. Wearing nothing but loincloths and sandals, their athletic bodies are exposed yet covered by intricate matching patterns of feathers, which have been carved into their skin with dark inks. What are they carved into? Their athletic, what is it? Ink patterns. Okay, so it's tattoos. Okay. Proceed to the summit. I feel like I'm about to die any second. You enter a moonlit grove on top of the hill. Exuberant cherry blossom form a perfect circle around the meadow. The grass is darkened by the entrails of numerous corpses. A woman stands alone in the center, breathing heavily. So she must have killed all of them. I don't think that's a good idea to approach the woman, but okay, here we go. Without exception, the same raven masks and feather pattern adorn the lifeless bodies on the ground. Slumped forward with her back turned towards you, the lone woman is doubly armed with sword and spear, using the latter as a crutch. Wait, hold on. One of her legs broke, so she's using a spear to hold herself straight while using a sword at the same time. Badass. Greet the woman. With a wild-eyed whirlwind, the woman rapidly turns around to face you with a hostile demeanor. Despite being drenched in blood from top to bottom, her features are distinct enough. She was one of the prisoners on the ship. Of this you are certain. Look at her or explain yourself. Explain yourself? Lowering her weapon, she nods with a bewildered expression. Yes, I remember now. You came in with the last batch. The name's Rasleen. I'm a nomad from the Fenris woodlands. What? Did I miss a question or something? What is happening here? Lowering her weapons, she nods with a bewildering expression. Did I say? I introduced myself. That's what she. I thought I would read my introduction or something. The name's Rasleen. I'm a nomad from the Fenris woodlands. Sure, the silver brooch. Rasleen turns away, closing her eyes. Grimacing, she snarls, "Get that thing out of my sight." What does it mean? The stingray? Rasleen is lost in thought. For a while, I've seen it when I was a child, but everything's different now. My memories, they're like a picture in a book. They're like a pictures in a book. Someone else's book, not mine. I'm talking outside of myself. Know what I'm talking about. What? Oh, because our memories are fucked up. Yes. I see. They did something to us on that ship. Again, Rasleen is lost in thoughts. Gazing into your eyes, she speaks emphatically. Affliction of the mind. Come again? Back home, it's what Elder used to say. Some people lose sight of what's real. Prisoners of the imagination, he'd call them. This is what it is. The stingray, how it affects us, how we are broken inside, affliction of the mind. What about medicine or some kind of treatment? Sure. I should go for the first option. It seems like I miss a dialogue option if I don't go for the first option. Rasleen shrugs. Maybe someone can help us. I hope so, but I doubt it. We should work together. Rasleen seems ecstatic. Yes, we are siblings, you and I, bound by misfortune, fate intertwined. Let's unmask the stingray and destroy it. Together, we'll make him suffer. That she's really enthusiastic about that. Affliction of the mind. You and many others were taken prisoners aboard a ship where a mysterious organization subjected to various forms of torture. As a result, your mind is garbled as a fractured memories. You must find a way to put the broken pieces back in order. Seek treatment for your affliction. Perhaps there is a medical professional who is able to provide assistance you need. Keep your eyes open. Shipwrecked. You have been. Oh, yeah. We already read this. What is this? Oh, we found another survivor, so it got updated. It seems like someone else has survived. Follow the footprints to investigate. You have located the other survivor. The visible woman is someone you recognize. A former prisoner from the ship, just like you. Alright. Let's go then. It's a deal. 100 XP. Find the other survivor. You level up. Leveled up. Smiling, she says, "Fantastic. Just give me a moment, will you? I need to rest before we get going. Stay on guard for now." Alright. I'll just go to the quest. Shipwrecked. Leave the island. You have joined forces with your fellow survivor, a nomad from the Fenris woodlands. Together, you and Rasleen must seek a way to escape from the Isle of Dusk. I wish I could record this audio, man. It's so good. You have 2 unspent attribute points. I think in a forest, 2 of the most important abilities would be resilience and perception. Because it's not like you're always getting attacked by something. But, if you had resilience, perhaps you could... the poison or like a poison herb or something you may take, or like an insect bite, you could have a bit of more resilience to that, if that what resilience even means here. And perception would be probably one of the better ones, because we need to know what's happening around this area, considering how hostile this area is tending to be. Strength is good. Agility is good. I would prefer charisma. I would like to go for charisma, but I'm going to go for perception this time, because I think that would be important. I have 2 attribute points. Let's spend 1 on charisma and 1 on perception. I think that's a good one. It's a weird combination, but whatever it is what it is. Let's see. Combat action cut. Inflicts a deep wound which causes your enemy to bleed, losing health over a period of time. Alright. We got some skills now. Inventory, nothing special as far as I know. Yeah, my health is full, so I don't need to eat nothing. Silver brooch. The books I found. Alright, cool. Leave it alone. The grove reeks of death, their descent illuminated by the full moon, a growing parliament of rock devours the flesh. Those who masquerade as ravens guard the perimeter, talk to Rasheen, unmask a dead cultist. I think we have done that before. No, we have not actually. I'm going to guard the perimeter for now. You patrol the area, having circled halfway along the edges of the grove. You hear something. Sounds like movement through the undergrowth. Take a look. Pale apparitions emerge between the cherry blossom. It seems like the apostles of woe have sent reinforcements. Listen to that combat music, bro. What the fuck? This is lit. Man, I wish I could record this. I'm gonna look into it. There's gotta be some way to record it. Rashleen, wake up. Rooks scatter in droves when the invasion begins, forcing you to retreat. The masked swarm floods the grove from all directions. Rashleen bellows, by the great wolf, we have to fight our way out. Grab a weapon from the pile if you need one. Approach the stockpile. It's a big pile of rusty old weapons. Take your pick. I think I'm gonna go with a sword. That's the most common weapon. Most people would probably pick that. I'm not a big fan of blunt weapons. Axes are pretty good, but I don't know, it just feels like sword is better. Rashleen is about to clash with several cultists. There's no time to lose. Fight your way out. As you rush to aid her, your path is intercepted by a masked swordsman. Fight him. Alright. Dealing them cuts. Let's do a cut. That should deal more damage over time. Another cut. That did it. Impervious to pain, the cultist quietly collapses when the loss of blood has taken its toll. Hurry onwards. Gain 30 experience. As you make haste across the battleground, you catch a glimpse of a weak, elderly cultist in the corner of your eye. The old gears appears to be unarmed, yet his menacing demeanor suggests that he's about to take aim. It boggles the mind. Let us... What is this? Oh. It's a sword, I'm guessing. Let's equip that instead. And let's eat some of this stuff. Get a health back up. Rush to attack, I would say. What the fuck? Oh, really? Charging ahead, your bravery is rewarded with a sudden explosion, reducing your face to a smoldering heap of ash. An unknown alchemical agent has an acrid fragrance permeating the brief agony of your last moment in this world. That's interesting. I mean, I did not expect myself to blow up. I did not think they would have explosives on them. They didn't really give any hint. This is like medieval fantasy that really don't like giving out hints like what could possibly happen in the future. Let's try again. Wait, are you telling me it's gonna start all over again? That's impossible. Okay, take a look. Wake up. Approach the stockpile. Should we take an axe? I'm gonna have to invest in strength though. That's not good. I'm not gonna invest in strength much this time, so I'm gonna grab a sword. This time let's equip the sword before we go into it. Efficiency. Alright. Fight your way out. Fight him. We can parry him. Interesting. Oh, I won't take damage because I'm parrying him. That's interesting. Yeah, same thing. This time we're gonna shoot a glance. From what you can tell, he's holding some kind of flask. Oh yeah, this time we are going to prepare to... I thought he was gonna go for a crossbow shot. So I just assumed if I rushed him, there's a better chance. Even if he shoots the crossbow, I will just get injured, probably not die. But I didn't expect him to have explosive. Like, he's carrying potassium nitrate on him or something. Prepare to dodge. Having kept an eye on him, you anticipate the incoming projectile. The flash explodes nearby as you tumble forward. Unscathed, you can smell the acrid fragrance of the unknown alchemic agent. Attack the old alchemist. The hunchback tries to escape with only which only hurts him in the long run, as you manage to graze him a few times during the chase. Move in for the kill. Alright. What is this blue circle in the bottom though? Another stoic figure spills his entrails on the meadows, in this case marking the conclusion of a long life. Rashleen retreats towards your position, quickly neutralizing a few cultists with a sequence of well-placed spear thrusts. Thus a path now lies open, if only for the briefest moments. Let's heal up a little bit first before I do anything else. Yeah, good. Escape from the grove. Chased by a horde of cultists, you and Rashleen defy death in more ways than one, dashing rapidly down the northern slope. I have no idea who these people are actually. So all the factions. Let me think about it. One faction is the what is his name? The forest dwellers, right? The second faction, the blue and the blue and green cloth wearing people. That's the first faction. The second faction is the Baron's men, or whatever they're called, and the third faction is us, the survivors, and now we have cultists. So there are 4 factions as far as I can see. You miraculously emerge with all bones intact. Keep running. Pines are split in half by the impact of bronze spears that rain down from the summit. Clouds of poison dust disperse like bursting puffballs, splashing water as you run across a stream in the rift valley. Your movement is sustained by the rush of adrenaline. Look over your shoulder. The silent forest is a dark void. Having lost all sense of direction, both of you collapse from exhaustion. Convinced that you have fled to safety, stargazing below the full moon, you are overwhelmed by a sense of relief as the owl resumes its brief proclamations. Okay, get some rest. It's not going to heal me, is it? Oh yeah, it was supposed to heal me. Fucking hell, I wasted food. Whatever. Let's save. I do not wish to go all the way back. Save here. Okay, I thought I skipped the dialogue option somehow, but apparently not. The music is pretty good. Like, man, I'm so pissed off that I can't record this for some reason. You wake up at dawn, feeling cold as you watch the cloudless sky. You realize that Rashleen is elsewhere. A loud, constant noise resonates in the distance. Alright, listen. Horses, chariot, and marching infantry. It sounds like an army has been set in motion. Get up. You're standing on top of a hill, looking around. You catch a glimpse of the ocean between the pines. You're standing on top of a hill, looking down around. You catch a glimpse of the ocean between the pines. Follow the noise. As the noise grows louder, you catch sight of Rashleen. The nomad is perched between some bushes, watching the ruckus below. Get closer. Indeed, a long procession of chariots, infantry, mounted cavalry is moving on a narrow ledge overlooking the rift valley. The men and women are all dressed in green cloaks, heavily armed. They seem to be heading south. So the nomad faction, or whatever they're called, the forest dweller faction, is moving, it would seem. Talk to Rashleen. This is our chance. Come on, keep her head low. The nomad gets moving. Keeping her head low, the nomads. Oh, so we are mingling with the group. Follow her. As you catch up with her, Rashleen explains, been trying to figure out where the druids are hiding their ship. They must have mobilized the army somewhere nearby. If you're lucky, that's where we'll find it. Keep moving. Alright, there's a bridge and a castle on a deserted island. Great. What is this? Attack on Titan? The troops are crossing a sandstone bridge from the east. The high arches rise above the rift valley. Observe. On the other side of the bridge, druid infantry emerge from the gateway of a ruinous pylon. Above, standing stones crown the summit, partially obscured by the lush foliage. I have a question. If I go back to the beach, right? And if I go back to the beach, there's an option to go the other way. Is there like a whole another type of story going on if we went the other way instead? That would be interesting. On the other side of the bridge, druid infantry emerged from the gateway of a ruinous pylon. Above, standing stones crown the summit, partially obscured by a lush foliage. Wait. Keeping at a safe distance, you wait quietly until the last warriors have marched by. Dust megalith. Uh, Dusk Megalith. That must be the area. Rashlin whispers. You know about this place? Heard about it. They say it started as a burial mound and grew from there. But people say all kinds of things. She mutters, look. She directs your attention to the standing stones at the top, triad apex of Dusk Megalith. Couple of thousand years old, I reckon. Triad apex? She nods impatiently. That's what they call it. Her eyes dart back and forth. Listen, what's brewing on the Isle of Dusk? Not a good idea to stick around. If you're gonna steal the ship, this is the perfect time to do it. Tell me more. The Triads are three gods. The ones druid worship, so they've got three stones up there. Apex because it's the highest point on the island, and that's it. Really? Okay. Let's go. From here on out, keep your eyes open and mouth shut. Some druids probably stayed behind. Druids, I'm guessing, are the people of what is it? The people of fucking the blue and green armor people, I'm guessing. Approach the bridge. Gaping like an open wound, the ominous gateway beckons. The bridge will take you across the rift valley to the ruins of Dusk Megalith. Look ahead, look around, cross the bridge. Look around. You glance across the northern ocean to your left. The rift valley is darkened below. The high arches, a meandering, shallow stream disappears across the pines to the south. Look ahead. A connection between two hills. The sandstone bridge is the only way to access the height of Dusk Megalith. Surrounded by ruins above the elevation of rugged terrain, standing stones rise from the summit. Alright, cross the bridge. The two of you cautiously advance towards the ruins on the other side. You notice the embrasures on the wall. Keep walking. Halfway across the bridge, Rashlin suddenly collapses, struck by an arrow. Nomads squirm near a precipice. As you may have feared, there is an archer hiding somewhere behind the fortification of the ruinous pylons. Run to the entrance, escape, help your comrade. Dismissively, Raylene growls, don't worry about me. Run to the entrance and escape. They're pointless to escape. You should run towards your attacker if they are using a bow and arrow, I think. Run to the entrance. You run across the bridge, narrowly avoiding the projectiles. Having entered the ruins of Dusk Megalith, you confront the archer. She pulls out a dagger from a cloak, leaps forward to attack. Fight her. Let's fight. I'm doing some heavy damage though, and I'm parrying every single of her attacks, so she's dead. 25 experience, leveled up, 8 gold, fur tunic, cloth braces. The young druid was no match for your martial prowess. Swaggering through the entrance, Rashlin approaches. This is really, really bad. Coughing, she kneels down to grab the bow. What's the mat? Let's check out some things. So we're going to go. Let's see what's better. Efficiency is fairly low with this, but protection would be high. Melee damage would be reduced a bit. For tunic, melee damage also reduced. So if I equip this, what is going to be removed? The toga. So I can equip 3 things. So for tunic is 6 to 2. This is 2 to 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. The cloth braces, fur tunic, and the leather boots. We can take I guess strawberry to heal some health. Really don't give much. Okay. Let's see. Did we get anything else? I did get something. I remember getting something. Hunting knife. Melee damage not good enough. The sword is pretty good. Why is it rusty? I mean, they were recently killed. Did they send their men out to fight with rusty weapons? 1 unspent point. I'm gonna put this one into agility. I think that would be good. Next one is going to charisma, and the next one from that would be in strength. Parry is the one that I know. Why attempt to dodge when you can simply parry the incoming attack? That's something from Sekiro. The entire game is about fucking parrying. They really did a good job though, I gotta say. I mean, Dark Souls is a great game franchise because they did everything they could have done. You know, in Dark Souls and Demon Souls, it's like you get variety of weaponry from rolling, and the mechanics are great. And when you move on to something like Bloodborne, it's more about dodging instead of like, you know, defending with a shield, and when you move to Sekiro, it's about parrying rather than trying to dodge. I mean, dodging is always a part of every one of these games, but still, I'm just saying that they put more effort on parrying, which is great. What's the matter? Got hit by a poison tipped arrow. You gotta find the antidote or I'm dead. Simple as that. I'll stay behind for now. It's a good idea if she's not moving though, because if she's moving, the poison is going to spread much faster. She needs to maintain her low heartbeat so that blood doesn't flow as fast. A war has erupted between the druids and the cultists on the Isle of Dusk. You have discovered the ruins of Dusk Megalith, a druid stronghold. Rashleen is convinced that the druids are hiding a ship somewhere nearby. She believes that this would be the most opportune moment to steal the ship, since the druids are currently preoccupied with the war. Find the ship, find the antidote. Yeah, I need to find the antidote. How much time do we have? Let's start anyway. And find the damn ship too while you're at it. Good luck. Armed with the bow, she retreats to the fortified position previously occupied by the young archer. Explore the ruins of Dusk Megalith. You begin to explore the city ruins. Based on your first impression, the buildings have been uninhabited for a long time. There's a cavern nearby. Talk to Rashleen. You approach the gateway to the bridge, peering through the embrasure. Rashleen guards the entrance with her bow. You're back. Any luck? No. Miss Debbie, she replies, shame. I'll be here waiting. Leave her alone. Yeah, I was thinking, what are we going to talk about? There's a cavern nearby and we can explore the northern ruins. Let's enter the cavern first. It's too dark in here. You need a torch. Go back. Explore the northern ruins. The ceilings has mostly collapsed. Some of the more prominent structures have recently been used as makeshift stables. You discover a path beyond the ruins to the north. It will take you to the summit. And you know what? We're going to end it there. I think we have done a nice long stretch of 27 minutes. I think that should be enough for today. We'll do more. I think I really like this game. I'm gonna get the full version whenever they give me the option to. Perhaps we'll see. We need to see how good the story is. Medieval fantasy is great story. But it always keeps me way too tense. I don't know why am I not so I'm not really too tense compared to medieval fantasy. In medieval fantasy I'm every single choice I'm just so tense that I'm going to die in the next one. In this one, because of the combat system, it's not as bad. And music's great. Unfortunately you guys can hear it too much. So the link is in the description to my Twitter. There's also a link to my Patreon. You can check out my hentai let's plays. And bye bye.